Darren here, of winner takes all at this stage.
Oh, absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. Where does the loser go? It's going to be a tough road back. But who can establish their jab first? Who can get their game plan into play? As I said there, Dan Aziz promising aggression and pressure in this contest. Can Craig Richards get behind that jab? Can he use the feet well? Can he let his hands go more freely, as we believe he can?
It's amazing, actually. They've never met before as pros. Very similar records. Dan Aziz has had 25 outings. Craig Richards, 24. 41 wins between them. Only 6 defeats. Both tip-top. And at their best, very, very good. Craig Richards believes that the move to Tony Sims has helped him. Dan Aziz, well, he fought recently and in Nigeria, so in the heat of the outdoors in Ghana, that may be a slight advantage to him.
Using the jab well, Dan Aziz bending the knees and shooting it up. Good footwork, though, from Craig Richards there, just avoiding the shots. Nice jab back from Richards.
I don't think that jab landed, Darren, but fair enough.
I think a shot for Craig Richards. We're watching the fight, Dan Aziz versus Lewis Edmond, albeit a little while ago, is where Edmondson was taller. Dan Aziz obviously the short, and he does crouch down when he looks for that jab to the body. There's an uppercut there for Craig Richards. So it's important for Dan Aziz to get those elbows tucked in, keep that head moving.
Yeah, Dan Aziz 5'10", Craig Richards about 6'1", although I stood next to him earlier on in the day and I thought he was a lot taller than that, but he has got the height and the reach. And if he utilises that and gets in a rhythm, that could frustrate Dan Aziz. But Aziz is so good at walking fighters down, getting up close and personal. He's very solid, very strong.
He's like a throwback, isn't he, Dan Aziz? In your face, no nonsense. Nice high guard.
When he fights like that, and he looks like that with the long white socks. Marvin Hagler, his hero, and those sort of classic small red and white trunks.
I mean, Dan Aziz, you spoke about his height being 5'10", but his reach is just as long as Craig's. You're seeing him beat Craig to the jab. He's nice and composed. Look, there we go again. He's just beating Craig to the jab. Craig thinks he's out of range, and he's dropping his lead hand. And Dan's just popping him with a jab.
He looks very relaxed there. Dan Aziz getting centre ring.
Yeah, changing the levels well there. Jab upstairs, right to the body, went back up with the left hook. Missed with the final shot, but still better than a Craig Richards now to try and get his jab into play. He's leaning back off the jab of Dan Aziz. I'd like to see him fire back with a right hand.
Good opening this from Aziz. Very experienced cornerman, Martin Bowers, you know well, Denzel.
Yeah. Also, my trainer and manager, Martin Bowers, very nice and composed in the corner. Knows how to get his message across. And I think that's what Dan needs in this stage of his career. No confusion, just straight to the point. And that's what he's been receiving in his last few fights. And I think they've gelled really well since being in the gym in about 2 years now, and it's working.
And in the other corner, your old man, Tony Sims. So the pair of you know these trainers well.
Yeah, look, both of them are spot on. They know the sport inside out. Very good man managers, good technicians when it comes to executing game plans. And they could be pivotal in a fight that could be very close.
Seltz Charlie in there with Tony in that blue corner, and the black trunks of Craig Richards, who's 35 now. Dan Aziz 36, but I tell you what, he looks a young 36. The shape of him, he's always in such impeccable condition. Both of them said sparring has gone well. There's no excuses. The better man will win. At the moment, it's Aziz who just seems to have made the slightly quicker start.
And said exactly what he was going to do. It's not reckless, though, is it? It's intelligent. Needs to keep varying up that jab. Like I say, he bends the knees and fires it up nicely from the hips. Stabs it into the body as well. It's down to Craig Richards now to get the rhythm behind his jab. Jab, long left hook, then follow the right hand through. But that's a lovely right hand over the top from Dan Aziz.
And a jab as well. He looks right on song here, Aziz early. Richards, maybe slightly rusty, hasn't fought since March, but that was a good win over Pedrak McCrory. And there's the jab of Richards.
It was a good victory over McCrory. Really needs to build on that now.
Body shot from Aziz. I think with Richards, sometimes he gets caught betwixt and between. He's a nice boxer, but he can also be aggressive too. I guess it's fusing that right tonight, Denzel.
Yeah, it is. I mean, Craig seems to have, you know, he's been having a look now for a couple of rounds now, and, you know, he's struggling to find his jab because Dan's just in his face and not giving him time to really think. And Dan's in his face, but he's not standing still. He's moving his shoulders, he's rolling his shoulders, he's throwing a jab, and he's throwing it at different rhythms, different times. You can't time Aziz's jab. And I think that's what's been successful for him now. Craig just needs to find, you know, a way to shut that down.
Sucking up well as well, Dan Aziz. Got the hands nice and high. He's moving his head side to side. He's bending the knees to defensively. Just a bit tighter at the minute.
Good.
More fireworks ahead. Richards just getting a combination together. Back end of the second round. Hasn't done a great deal yet. Hasn't been allowed to.
Got to be sharper with that jab. Craig Richards can't afford to pour it out. Just seen that right hand come over the top from Dan Aziz. It's a good shot.
Richards is hesitating to throw that jab because he doesn't want to miss. He knows missing that jab could result in, you know, paying the price for it. So he's being very cautious and trying to pick when he wants to throw it.
Oh, that's better.
That's a good 1-2.
Good 1-2, straight down the pipe from Craig Richards. Still early.
Battle of the jabs.
Oh, good right hand from Aziz.
Both of them having their success in the second round is starting to catch fire.
Yeah, good start. Dan Aziz working the jab nicely, but the last 30 seconds we see Craig Richards just get into this contest for the first time. A couple of reminders not to pour out shots, commit to the shots. As you say, Denzel, can't afford to be reluctant and sort of pour, as I say, the shot. You're better off fainting, right?